Hi, my name's Lila Kirsten, and I'm playing Teddy in Late Night Delivery.
So, Lila, what did you do to prepare for your role?
Well, I feel like Teddy's just this relatable character already, and I already felt like she was me. So honestly, there wasn't much prep, but it was just really fun to play a character that I related to.
What was your experience like for you?
It was really fun because it's one of the first films I've done, and so it was just a lot of learning, getting to know the set dynamic, and working with everyone was really fun.
And did you have a favorite scene or moment that you shot?
I feel like I like the scene where my best friend lost the bet to get the girl's number, and so I got the $20, and that was really funny to film.
What was the most challenging scene on the filming?
So definitely the fight scene where I was dragged across the grass, thrown against a wall. That was pretty hard to film, and definitely I woke up the next day with some bruises, but it was well worth it because I think that scene is gonna be a really exciting one to watch. But yeah, it was definitely pretty physically demanding for sure.
Who was your favorite person to work with on the film?
Oh no. I would say Ryan, because he was funny.
Okay.
He was really funny.
I was going to say Daniel, because you guys
Oh.
had great chemistry on the
Yes.
scenes.
Well, he's hilarious too. They were both really funny, honestly.
Yeah.
We definitely had some late nights filming it, and we're up till 4 a.m. occasionally. But it was really fun though. I mean, it wasn't like no one wanted to be there. Like we were all in it. It was just everyone was kind of wired, just wanting to get it done, but having a good time while doing that. So.
What was your favorite location filming?
So I don't have a favorite because I hate the barn.
Why do you hate the board?
Spiders.
So there was this huge fuzzy spider. I I hate spiders. That freaked me out so bad. But also we were talking about how the house by the barn was haunted, and when we were talking about it, the lights went off and everyone started screaming. And I am I never want to step foot in there again. So no place.
I think the barn was probably one of my favorite ones to shoot.
But it was
Yeah.
haunted.
It's a
And
good,
that's what makes it fun.
it's a good thing that she didn't need any reshoots there.
Yeah. Next sequel.
No, me. I was so scared of that part. I was so scared of that place. I hated it.
It was perfect for the movie.
Oh, it was.
It
It
was
was
so
great.
perfect.
It was awesome.
Couldn't have been better.
Next time we need a place in the bathroom.
Oh, right.
I'll get a portable.
That too. Oh my gosh.
How does the Teddy character relate to you in real life?
Well, Teddy's pretty obsessed with her crush. She's gonna go into a haunted barn for her. I think that says enough, and I feel like that's something I would totally do in real life too. So,
Are you similar to the character in a way?
sure.
Yeah.
Not too much detail here. Yeah. I mean,
I put people on the spot, even on my stuff. Any kind of final words for your role in the movie or anything?
Everybody should watch this movie at least once. Tell all your friends to watch it. Bring your friends, bring your parents, and I think you'll laugh, and I think you'll be scared, and I think it's just a movie with everything all in one, and it's definitely going to be something to look out for.
Good job.
Excellent.
PR.
Good question.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Grafstrom, and I play Valerie in Late Night Delivery. It was very fluid, I feel like, getting into the role of Valerie. I feel like in a lot of ways she and I are alike, and I even made a Spotify playlist that I would listen to on the way up to the set. So it was easier to kind of get in her headspace and I guess become her in a way. When we all met each other for the first time, we played games and they were very fun. We talked, we got to know each other. And oddly enough, if you were with us from the beginning, you would know that there was a character change. Lila was actually my sister in the beginning, and I thought that was a great casting choice because She and I look so much alike in certain lights, I guess. And then moving on to her being Teddy, she was just phenomenal as Teddy. I don't think there could have been a better Teddy. I think things worked out the way they were supposed to, because Alyssa, who ended up playing my sister, Rachel, she was absolutely phenomenal, and it was amazing to work with her. We actually did, I feel like, get along in that dynamic, so that was great to have on set with her. When did I, Mackenzie Grafstrom, start acting? I really didn't do anything more than ensemble. In high school, my favorite role that I got was the sea slug in The Little Mermaid. I loved putting that morph suit on and having like the frizzles, and I don't know, there's something about being a sea slug I cannot tell you. Since Late Night Delivery, I have auditioned for a few other roles, and I have some that I'm waiting for callbacks on, so fingers crossed. I have been in a few fashion shows and runways, so that's cool, as in a magazine. Probably the barn scene. It was pretty awesome. I wasn't sure what I was expecting in my mind for the place that Big John would take Valerie and hide her away. It was the perfect place I feel like we could have filmed at. It was very funny. We found bats, we found spiders, and we were all, oh my goodness. And every time we would like try to touch a spider, it would like turn around, like, and it was giant. It was probably the biggest spider I've ever seen in Ohio, so, well, Indiana, but still, you get it. I would like to explore more of Valerie's past, and maybe in flashbacks. I feel like that would be cool. Or maybe if we found Valerie's mother. It'd be cool to explore Valerie's past and where she came from and why she is the way that she is and why she thinks the way that she does. Why she felt the need to protect Rachel. It would be cool to see Valerie's confliction with breaking the cycle or falling victim to the cycle. It would be interesting to see how far is too far with Valerie, I guess. The fighting scene. Ironically, because Valerie didn't really do much, but there's a purpose for that. Valerie was kind of letting them battle it out, because if she showed her true strength, if she showed her real survival skills, Teddy would know what was up. She wanted to make it seem like she was too weak to fight. She wants to help, and she knows in her mind she wasn't a match for Big John. She was rooting for Teddy because she obviously saw an easier target, but I kind of built Valerie off of an aesthetic. And I don't really know what aesthetic that is. It's like she wants to blend in but also stand out, and she wants to veil her appearance in a way. Another thing I did to better prepare myself for Late Night Delivery was, because it was a horror aspect type of film, this is gonna sound silly, but I wanted to kind of get used to the feeling of being scared and being able to draw that out if I needed to. So oftentimes I stood on the edge of my bed on my tippy toes, and it kind of makes your heart sink when you're about to fall, when you're not ready to. I was trying to get myself on that feeling of my heart's racing, my head's a little lightheaded, my feet are a little cold, my fingertips feel numb, that type of feeling. That's something I think Valerie needs a lot of in her character. Honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world, and every day I kind of wish I was back on set. Just everyone got along so well. Everyone made me feel welcome. I was looking forward to filming. It's nice to, after the fact, keep up with each other and see how we grow after this and being able to support each other. It's really touching for me. Being Valerie, that experience. I don't know if every actor or actress has this problem. I feel like I understood Valerie way too late. When I was Valerie for filming, I felt like I understood her in and out. Now, I feel like I didn't even know her. I know her so much better now. And I think, even though she's not real, I think about her a lot and what she would do in this scenario and what her thoughts might be. It's nice to think about what would Valerie do, I guess. The hardest part about becoming Valerie is the fact that she's kind of unaware the power she holds. I'm sure by now, if you are watching this interview, you have seen the entire movie, or at least I hope you did. The way I picture Valerie is she doesn't like being a vampire, but she secretly also thrives and enjoys it. She's in denial. She does not want to admit to herself that she loves the power. It's very hard to portray that feeling in a way that doesn't seem obvious. No one looks at her and thinks, oh, she just lost her sister. Oh, she ran away from home and kidnapped her sister to basically live with her. She abandoned her family. She is going against all that she knew, and she is taking on the responsibility of being a mother, scraping up enough money to afford a life her sister wanted. It's a struggle for Valerie, but she doesn't portray that. It's hard to portray someone who doesn't have a care in the world, I guess, when their world is chaos. I haven't had the best luck with acting, actually. I was actually on the verge of giving up. I saw the role for Valerie and I read her little character blurb. I was like, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds like a role I've been trying to get. The roles I was auditioning for in the past, I really didn't see myself in those roles. I just wanted to work. All right. If this doesn't go through, I will be done. I will just focus on being normal. And when Nick contacted me back, I was like, oh, I was not expecting this. I was looking for a different future. And when I got the role, oh my goodness, I was shaken. I was so excited. So really, the only reason why you're watching this is because they gave me my second chance, so. You guys are absolutely setting me up with this question. If I had to pick one, Lila. We have the most scenes together. Not only that, Lila, she's very hardworking and determined in every aspect. She was prepared for Rachel when she became Teddy. You could see the shift in just her personality to be more of a teenager with fresh eyes, experiencing the world in a new way, because that's what Rachel did. She left this family, in a sense, maybe a ritualistic type cult culture that I feel like they grew up in. You could see her being this like fresh-eyed teenager ready to look at the world a new way. And when she became Teddy, she was just kind of like a normal bored teenager, how Teddy is, without that mental load that Rachel has. She did that shift like slightly, but ever so perfectly. She works hard at music as well. She's just very talented. I wanted to say thank you to the directors, the cast, and the crew. Really it couldn't have been done without you. I know, yes, it takes all of us to make this happen, but realistically, without the story, without the makeup artist's amazing work at portraying the details of the story, without knowing the lighting and making sure everyone is comfortable and making sure things are done correctly and making sure that we got all the angles and really understanding of the scene that we need, that was all you guys. And we just had the amazing opportunity of portraying that, and I thank you for allowing me to be Valerie. It means a lot, and I will carry her with me forever. Before I go, I want to say thank you to anyone who is watching this. You are help spreading our name, our dream. Thank you for giving us your time, and thank you for enjoying Late Night Delivery.
I'm Jason Von Scott, and I play Big John and Azrael. So what did I do to prepare for the role? Well, I got cast as Big John kind of at the last minute. I was originally cast as Azrael, which was just a quick little teaser at the end. So for Big John, I spoke with Nick and Matt. They told me what they were kind of seeing with the character, so I came home and started putting things together, started breaking down the script, and I put elements of 3 people into Big John. Jason Voorhees, The Undertaker, and Brandon Lee, The Crow. The experience was great. Nick and Matt were warm, welcoming. Everybody in the cast was warm and welcoming. Nobody was judgmental or, thought they were better than anybody else. Everybody was exceptionally great. I'd work with any of them again at any moment. I loved it. Do it again. When did I start acting? Well, pretty much the very first scene with this film. I did a background role for the Bike Riders right before this, and that kind of reignited my passion for acting. I'd always wanted to be an actor ever since I seen my first Bruce Lee movie, but I was too shy as a kid. And as I got older, I thought I was too old, but then when I went and did my background role for the Bike Riders and seen some people a little bit older than me or my age acting, I thought, well, I can still do this. So then I came home and I hired me an acting coach. And by the time we started filming, I had 4 classes. So I didn't have a whole lot of acting experience before this. I've been in one other feature film called Saving Ava. I've got one other project coming out. I haven't recorded yet. I think it's still in pre-production. I don't want to get ahead of myself with it. 2 commercials and one kind of silent short experimental film called I Need Space. And that's it so far. What drew me to the project? Well, again, I was just starting out. So I was applying or auditioning for anything and everything. Nick reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested. They sent me the script, and after reading the script, I was definitely in the script. I love the script with all the twists, the little twists. I was very excited when they asked me to play the part of Big John and Azrael. What was the most challenging scene? Well, that was definitely my favorite scene, the fight scene with Lila. The fight scene was unscripted. Kind of at the last minute, I just kind of told her what I was going to do. And I think I accidentally made a little contact with her when I gave her my little right hook, and I kind of whispered sorry while the camera was rolling, so hopefully they were able to edit that out. Stay out of my way. That was the most challenging scene. Try to memorize it all in one and get it all done. Who was your favorite person to work with? Gosh, everybody I worked with was so great. I can't name just one. Matt, Nick, Lila, Mackenzie. Those were the main people I really worked with. And my daughter, Alyssa Ryan Ambergy. That was fun. Bashing her over the head and dragging her off. What was my favorite location? Oh, that was definitely the barn. That was kind of just the perfect setting for that scene, and that was just awesome. How does your character relate to you in real life? I don't know. I don't go around killing people or hurting people. I'm generally a nice guy, so I guess in my real life, I guess this is the person that I'd like to be a little stronger, kind of more confident with. I don't think this person really relates to me in real life, I guess. Maybe I'm too nice. Any last words for my role? Well, as Big John, well, he's dead, so. But Azrael, well, I spoke with Nick and Matt, and they kind of told me where they seen Azrael going. So hopefully those plans are still in the works. And what they like, Azrael's coming. And I like where they're going with it. Was there something I learned during this? Well, yes, along with all the acting classes I've had, that I need to be more prepared. I thought I was prepared, but when we did the fight scene, guess when I thought I had it memorized, sometimes it would come back to me, sometimes it wasn't. So be more prepared than I need to be. I also learned that Jordan likes to order pizza. He likes taking a lot of time at the door too. Is there anything interesting about me? I guess the only thing interesting about me that usually people don't believe about me is that I have never eaten Taco Bell. To this date, I've never eaten anything from Taco Bell. I've had a pop from there, a Dr. Pepper, but that's about it. Most people can't believe it, but it's true. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Daniel Chishira, and I star as Nick in the movie Late Night Delivery. I am the supporting actor and best friend of Teddy in the movie. And a little bit about me is I am actually 31 years old. I was 30 when we started the film. And I act as some early 20s to late teens kind of guy. So, a little bit about myself. I am a web store administrator and also a trader. Been doing that for many years now, and then I just got into acting, and it's quite cool. So something I would say that is very challenging about the movie is the 5-minute long scene where I had to remember basically 5 minutes worth of lines. And not only that, but I had to remember Teddy's lines, and I had to remember, or at least I had to remember what Teddy said or when she had to say something, and then I also had to act it all out. So that was the most challenging part of the film. A little bit about my character and how he relates to me. He's a little goofy, a little bit of a nerd, but he also is somebody who stands up for Teddy, and he's got a little bit of some tough love, which, maybe I don't particularly have in the real world, but, he's kind of like a cool jerk in a way as well. He's very flirty, he loves girls, all the time he has to flirt with girls. It's so hilarious. But he's always thinking about it, preparing for it. He always is trying to get Teddy to get to his barn party. What I would like to see moving forward, like in the next films, would be to be more buff, like maybe take on a more action-like role, be a little bit more protective of Teddy. Potentially there's like a little, change in love interest from her, like she, actually does want to, potentially date me. But, maybe that, that'd be pretty cool. And then the last thing I'd have to say about Late Night Delivery is it's just such a cool film. It's local. All of us, we just had a great time together. We laughed. I think the movie's just so cool. Nice thriller movie. We really are going to try to turn that into a horror type series in the the sequels. But for now, it's just trying to get to know all the characters, and obviously there's some tension going on with the bad guy and all that cool stuff. So I really want you guys to see it, and I hope you love it. So take care.
What's up, late night delivery fans? It's Jordan, aka Derek. So I got picked to be Derek because obviously I fit the douchebag vibe, I guess, according to Nick. No, Nick's great. So is Matt, and I had a lot of fun on set. They brought me out there from New Hampshire, so it was really nice of them to fly me out there, and I just had a really great time with the entire cast and crew. To prepare for Derek, it was really simple. Honestly, I was just myself the entire time, and whenever the camera would start rolling, I would transform into Derek. Derek's very brash, very douchey, I guess you could say, and it was just a lot of fun to play. So I really appreciate the opportunity to be Derek and to be Derek in the future in other late night delivery films. So for me, the favorite scene was the pizza delivery scene, the beginning scene, where delivery girl shows up and she's flirting with, or Derek is flirting with her while his girlfriend is inside. So I surprised both of them, and I hope you guys enjoy the surprise that I end up having for you. It's going to be in the gag reel. I'm not going to give it away too much, but I did a little bit with somebody else instead of the normal person, and surprised both Nick and Matt. I think Nick was aware, but Matt was behind the camera on that scene, and he was a little bit shocked to see who came to the door. So I hope you enjoy that one. Yeah, that was my favorite scene, but altogether it was just a great experience. Nick treated me very well. Matt treated me very well. They were both very receptive, very fun to work with. I loved being able to hang out with the cast outside of movie shooting and getting to know everybody and talk to everybody. I loved being able to go to Kings Island and have them show me the area, and I look forward to working with everybody else in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy the movie.
Okay, welcome Ryan Morose to the interview on
Hi.
Late Night Delivery. I got a couple questions for you, and I want to hear your answers.
Shoot.
Okay. What was it like getting to the character of Chad for the film?
It was actually pretty easy, believe it or not, because it's like me. It's a lot. He's like a lot like me.
So you
In
kind
ways.
of, so you basically are the same character in real life.
More or less. in
More or
ways,
less, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can be a goofball sometimes. I noticed that during filming.
For sure.
Yes.
I love to goof around. Always.
Most of your scenes were at Buzzy's, weren't they? Did you film any time outside of Buzzy's?
We did some stuff out there at the barn.
What was your favorite place to shoot?
I wouldn't say like favorite place. I just liked it when everyone was all together. At the barn, when everyone was together at the party. Then another time here when we were here for like a while, like all day or a long day, and that's when I like got to know a bunch of cast members. So
What was the most challenging scene to you during filming?
probably the bathroom scene thing.
Coming out there and seeing Lila.
Yeah, because I'm not used to, like, I do videos and stuff, but like I've never done anything like this. It was fun, but hard at the same time to adjust to acting. It is definitely not easy.
So is this your first film being in,
For
or have you
sure,
been in
yeah.
other stuff?
Yeah, this is my first film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your experience on the film has it been a great one and
Yes.
challenging?
Yeah, I loved it.
Now, I know you have a lot of goofy scenes, but which one ranks the highest on the most goofiest and funniest scene you have done for the film?
It's not gonna be a shocker, but we just did it, and it's gonna be good because it incorporates, like I said, my real life character, or my real life me. Let's just say I like to get out of deliveries, and I'll do anything to do that. And if I have to fart on you, or pick a booger on, or flick it on you, or if I have to smoke the whole entire car out, I will do that.
Who was your favorite cast member to actually kind of work with or interact with on the film? It can be in your scenes or behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like to like break it down like that, like the smoothest for me was Nick because we already had chemistry and brewing and we're talking.
And that was played by Daniel in the film.
Or does he mean?
No, Nick.
Oh, okay, Nick. Okay,
Yeah.
Nick Hay.
Not the character.
Yeah, and we had brain crunched a lot, and also Matt and you
Yeah.
in the beginning there, and I liked that because there was a challenge. And then but then on the funner side of it, I liked working with Lila. That was fun to do that little smoking scene.
Yeah.
I thought, and I think it's funny.
What was your favorite to
yeah.
shoot or that you were part of?
Okay, so that late nighter we pulled.
The late night?
Yeah, I don't know what, after about 2 in the
The
morning, I
Big
got
John
this.
fight scene.
Yeah, I got a wave of energy, a second wind, and it by the time I got home, it was 5, 6 in the morning. So that honestly, that felt like some Hollywood shit right there.
So
Can
basically-
I say that?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
good.
okay. I
But
hope
yeah.
that you guys like it.
So yeah, they definitely have to check out the film. You're so funny. in
For
it.
sure, you have to
Um,
go see it. Buy it.
That fight scene took a while to shoot. So that tells you filming can take a while to do.
Yeah.
It's rigorous and challenging.
Oh,
Just
for
do
sure.
all that.
So yeah, if anybody out there is trying to do film or make anything, go for it. And if you like what we do, please support it. And if you hate on it, go do it yourself.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all. There's a lot of moving components. There's a lot of up and downs. People quit. People move. A lot. And I'm glad I got to be a part of it. And honestly, I love how everyone else has also broken out of their shell. Everybody's kind of going and doing their thing now. I've seen, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like I
Everybody's
said,
taking off.
everyone that's been part of the film
Yeah.
has been nothing but great in all their scenes.
Buy merch, support us. We're small, grassroots, as they say. So come show us some love.
What's your final words you want to tell the audience about Late Night Delivery?
It was a fun movie. I think that it's good, and it's got a lot of thriller and comedic relief elements into it, like you would see in today, like a modern, psychological thriller type movie. And I think that that's very interesting. People love twists and turns. So this has that, and it has a little bit of comedy in it. So go see it or die. Also, but on a Chad note, peace out. I love you
Well,
guys.
that's our chat for the film, guys.